Welcome to Survival Theory. I would like to make a Faraday cage for my truck. Something that I can store a few electronic items in, and if something were to happen, hopefully they'd be okay. But I need to go in and out of that container often, so it can't be something that I seal up with tape or something like that. So I'm going to use this aluminum can and make a Faraday cage for my truck. So let's get busy. So what I've got here is a Pepperidge Farm aluminum can. It's got a very tight lid on it, and it is painted around there. So I'm going to sand that paint off so it gets metal to metal contact. But even like this, I've already tested it for Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and cell tower signal, and it totally blocks all of those. So there's no need to scratch that surface. It's already bare on the lid. So I'll take this can, some very fine sandpaper. Oh yeah, real easy. Alright, so that's pretty good. Most of that is bare metal. Now I'm going to want to paint this later. So I'll go ahead and scratch this up so it'll take paint more readily. And guess which color I'm going to paint it. There we go. No glossy areas left. Alright, so I've got some tactical cardboard here. So I'm going to draw or trace a circle. Now I'm going to cut those out. I'm kind of doing that wrong. I need to go just inside the circle so that it will fit inside there. There we go. Alright, so now I need to roll a piece for the side walls. Here's my height. I'll just roll this on here. That gives me the height. So now I'll just cut that. So I've cut that out to the height. Now I'll roll it around here so I can see how long it needs to be. That'll also allow me to go ahead and get it bent. Uh-oh, hopefully it's long enough. Look at that. Wow, barely long enough. If I put it inside here, kind of crease it a little bit more, get it more rounded. There we go. So inside there it actually overlaps now. And actually that's just fine. That way I know I can keep it tight. Yeah, a little bit too tall. Or without that paint, it really sticks on there. Plus I've got to put this down there. So what I'll do is I'll trim a little bit off the top, just so I can get the lid on a little bit tighter. So I'll go ahead and put this in the bottom. Put the cardboard in there on the sides. And it looks like that's the right height. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to glue this to this lid so that the insulation stays on the lid. And that is tight all the way. Oh, it's definitely tight. Okay. I think it's going to work. Now let me get some glue and glue this to the lid. And I'm going to get some tape. Actually, let me mark where these are overlapping. So I went to go grab some Gorilla Glue, and looks like this particular package was about dried up, but well, still got some moisture in there. So I'll get the last remnants of this Gorilla Glue out. I guess that's going to work. Come on now. Oh, now it's getting everywhere. It's kind of sticky and not very liquidy. It's a gel now, but I think that's going to work. I'm positive that's going to work. Alright, so now I've got some painter's tape, and I will just line this up where it goes. Put some tape on there to kind of hold it. There we go. Doesn't look very professional, so I'll put another strip on there. Now that should be a tight fit. Oh, very tight. Yes, that's it. So now I'll tape. Well, I don't think I'll be able to get it in there if I tape the bottom on. So I'll just drop the bottom in there. Drop this in there. I think that's going to work fine. I know it's too dark to see in there, but insulated by cardboard. Nice tight fit. Alright, so now that all that is done, what am I going to put in here? Okay, I'm a little worried because I can't find my Baofeng radio, because that's one of the items I wanted to put in here. But I do have my FLIR, so put that in here. Ziploc. I'm going to have to get a different Ziploc. This is kind of hard to seal. Put that in there. Alright, so let's test out Wi-Fi. This is actually not Wi-Fi, this is cell tower signal. When the lid is not quite closed, I can see through the crack that I'm still getting 2 bars, so it's still playing. See, and there it goes, the buffering is ended. So it stopped playing, and I'm going to get a peek at the signal as soon as I open it up before it has a chance to show a returning signal. Well, that lid is tight, I'll tell you that. Oh yeah, no signal at all. 0. No 3G, 4G, nothing. Now it's back again. Now one thing I did forget to do is sandpaper the lid, so it's still kind of glossy, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it like it is and see if the paint holds. It's supposed to be a quick project anyway, so. Now the hardest part about spray painting is deciding which pattern to use. Well, I'm not very happy with the paint job. It's got a little bit too much tan in it. You know, it looks all right, but I'm going to probably have to let this sit for 24 hours before I really touch it to really get this stuff to cure. And we'll see how that lid holds up, because I did not sand the lid. But how it looks is not as important as does it work. Now I know it blocks the signals that I mentioned, and now, everybody disagrees on the proper Faraday cage. I don't know if this will work against everything, but I know it'll work against some things. The only way to find out really is to, after an EMP or solar flare, check what's inside and see if it works. But I think this is going to work fine. I definitely feel more confident, if nothing else. And in the future, I'd even like to put this inside another copper container. I showed this in real time, and the footage I cut out was going to get the paint, shaking up the paint cans, you know, selecting the leaf pattern. And when I was inside, I cut out, you know, the time to go get the Gorilla Glue, to go get the tape, you know, the extra 2 or 3 minutes cutting the cardboard. So this was a very fast, simple project. But that's it. Do it yourself, quick Faraday cage. Thanks for watching Survival Theory. Please share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.